This is Nick Peters with Comcor's video blog, What Were They Thinking? New York City Mayor Bill de Blasio and New York Governor Andrew Cuomo are tangling over who's to blame for the blizzard that wasn't. Last we checked, neither man was either a meteorologist or God. The good news is that the city was spared the wrath of Superstorm Juno, which clobbered Boston and much of New England in historic fashion. But for New York City, it was far less than the crippling storm that was forecast. Basically, it was just another snow day. What were they thinking in the governor's office when they announced from Albany, without informing Mayor Di Blasio or the City Transit Authority in advance, that all of New York City's subways would not run at all for the first time ever? And what were the mayor and his staff thinking when they ordered a citywide martial law-like shutdown before a single snowflake had fallen, costing businesses millions of dollars in lost revenue? Maybe their mantra will be the term, out of an abundance of caution, ... That seems to be one of the most recent catch-alls for oops. Likely, de Blasio and Cuomo were trying to avoid the damage inflicted on former mayors Michael Bloomberg in 2010 and John Lindsay way back in 1968, when their inadequate responses to snowstorms caused havoc in the city and to their reputations. It's a classic crisis response conundrum. Is it better to hope for the best and prepare for the worst, and then tell everyone they were lucky when there was no real crisis? Or do decision makers play down the danger and hope they'll avoid a disaster and the resulting public inconvenience? They're risking a reputational crisis, or worse if they're wrong. 42 people died in the 1968 storm on Lindsay's watch. Sometimes a tough call creates its own crisis regardless of the outcome. Sometimes you can't win for losing. I'm Nick Peters in Washington. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter.